So we all took the time this week to watch The Social Dilemma, a documentary on Netflix, which is, I guess, revolving around the idea of how powerful these social media companies legitimately are, how much
And
control
dangerous.
and dangerous, yeah, potentially dangerous. Well, not potentially, it is dangerous. They have been, and I guess just shedding light on the topic. I'm assuming all of us, every single one of us, saw something in this documentary that really kind of like made us think like
Resonated?
like resonated or like opened your eyes, I guess, to like, holy shit, this is actually like happening. At least for me, I didn't think it was as big of a problem as it legitimately seems like it is. Does anyone want to start off with some general ideas or want to give a synopsis? I don't know.
I think a quick synopsis is probably a good idea here. I guess as a quick rundown, they sort of talk about what sort of led to social media companies being so successful, right? And for the documentary, I mean, all documentaries do technically have their own sort of perspective or spin on things. And here, a lot of things that they focus on is sort of the heavy emphasis on algorithms and just letting the websites themselves sort of learn about you, your preferences, and basically what gets you as an individual user on these sites like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or even just Google in general to click on the things they want you to click on, right? That includes stuff like other people's posts, advertisements, which make these companies all their money, as well as stuff like getting you to think in ways that they want you to think, right? And sort of the risks slash like already confirmed like dangers that come with that, and their overwhelming presence in both individual lives and society as a whole. And they pointed out a couple specific examples that we'll delve into later, stuff like Pizzagate or the most recent 2016 elections, or even the upcoming 2020 elections are definitely affected by this.
We have it written down here. It's like these companies or like these platforms were initially just purely created to. I mean, every company is created to make money, right? Generate revenue. Initially, the target of any social media website or page is to get users, right? To become as big as possible. Now the goal is to keep users on the platform for as long as possible, because that's how they generate revenue, right? The more ads that you look at, the more articles that you click, the more money these companies make. That is literally the business model, right? Now that brings a lot of problems, right? With that, I mean, think about it, guys. I was talking to Pratik yesterday. Everyone, can you guys open your phones and go to your what is it called? Pratik, what is it called? It's a daily usage.
I don't know. Oh, daily usage.
Your screen time?
Yeah, your screen time,
Screen
right?
time, yes.
Why don't we all share how much time today, or like say in the last week, we've spent on like social media platforms?
I've never checked that.
Yeah.
Like I know
My-
it's there in my phone, but I've
Yeah.
literally never.
Let's go
bothered
take a
looking.
look at this.
Yeah, my
Oh.
daily average on my phone is 2 hours and 9 minutes, but the majority of that is on Instagram by more than half. I have an hour 8 minutes on Instagram, and then the rest is like Spotify, Discord. It's just changing songs and replying to
What
messages.
is it actually called? I forgot. Is this screen time? Is it just screen time? Yeah, it
It's
is
a
screen time.
widget for me. I don't actually
Yeah.
know what it is.
Okay, it's
Screen time is for Android. I think you're remembering for.
No, I'm
for
on it.
what you had.
I have it.
For screen time, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, unfortunately, it's Sunday, so it hasn't tracked for me. But today, right, I have most of my percentages on YouTube, which I will count as a social media platform. Then I have Apollo, which is Reddit, and then I have Twitch. After that, so like my numbers are 40 minutes on YouTube, 20 minutes on Reddit, 20 minutes on Twitch, 17 minutes on Instagram, 15 minutes on TikTok. And generally, in general, most of the time, I'm on my messages, YouTube, or IG. Generally, for me, is like maybe I spend half an hour in a day on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then TikTok's been picking up recently.
Hey, so real quick question about the TikToks. Are there ads on there?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
a lot of them? Is it like every third one like Instagram does?
Ads I think are a lot less prevalent on TikTok, but when you open the app, you get an ad,
Yeah.
and then every now and then you'll get an ad while you're scrolling through
Okay.
through TikTok.
Now,
Everyone
terms of
else.
TikTok, I think bringing up TikTok is kind of interesting because I also, for anyone listening, I personally don't have a TikTok, right?
Same.
I don't use it very often, although I do get to see a good amount of them either from
Wait.
people.
Did Rafi tell us his screen time?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
we haven't
for,
gone through it. Let's do that first, actually.
so for today, let's see. Says there on social media, I spent like an hour. Entertainment, so that's YouTube an hour, and then travel. So I use Google Maps. I was driving around, so 52 minutes of Google Maps. So altogether, it's like, if you add it together, it's like 4 hours of my screen phone time.
So on
And like,
average,
yeah.
how long do you guys think you spend on like social media, like total social media?
Social
Like, per day?
media.
Hour
Like say
16.
percentage, say like percentage of your phone usage. How much of it is actually social media? And I'm talking Reddit, I'm talking Instagram, I'm talking Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I
Oh,
think
Huh.
that's a
I
lot.
think
That is a lot, yeah.
because at least in my head, I feel like phones have become almost synonymous with social media use,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
If I'm not using my phone to, let's say, I don't know, directly like text or contact someone else or just GPS, I'd say social media is at minimum 50% of my use, if not more.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably around 60 to 74%. Even if it's not like the big stuff like Instagram or TikTok, I'm on Reddit constantly.
Yeah.
I'm on Reddit constantly or YouTube.
I mean, it's just so easy. I mean, that's the issue with these apps is that it's so easy to just open them up and just, all right, I'm gonna start reading, or I'm just gonna start seeing other people's posts.
Yeah, and the best ones are the ones that are geared towards you, and those are the ones that you're on so long, you know?
Right.
Like, I consider Reddit being a little bit more unbiased than others, but even Reddit is geared towards, like, me.
The issue is that, and sort of, I think Social Dilemma does talk about it briefly, so I won't delve
Yeah.
too deep into it. But like, the issue is that a lot of these sites use algorithms to give you what you want. Reddit gives you a bit more control in terms of this is what I'm interested in, so you're voluntarily signing up for it. And plus,
Right.
because of how Reddit sort of organize itself based on upvotes, right? Based on other people thinking, yeah, this is cool, more people get to see it, right? It's not as algorithm heavy, but it is still social media. It's still prone to disinformation. It can still, like Reddit still has its own issues to deal with that are not exclusive, that are not, exclusive from other social media sites.
To me, did you get your hourlies yet?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Off the top is YouTube, Reddit, and then Instagram, and then I'm not counting like Spotify and messages because
Yep.
that's not really social media.
Okay.
But yeah, YouTube, Reddit, and Instagram are my top three.
Timmy, you had a question. Did you ask it? I mean, I don't think I
About
let you
TikTok.
finish that. Yeah, something about TikTok.
Oh, it was for TikTok. It was basically, it was in relation to Pratik's question about advertisements, right? Because you mentioned before that these companies are one of their biggest purposes to make money, right? They have to be profitable.
It
They
is
have
their
to be
biggest purpose.
sustainable,
Yeah.
right? Companies like Facebook, Twitter, these are all publicly traded companies, so people get to see how much money they're making and how heavily they're monetizing their business model, right? Like Facebook, one of the reasons it's as big as it is that it is a very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Very profitable business model, right? It's very easy for them to collect, sell their user data, and to basically focus on their advertising end of things, right? Facebook being the second biggest online advertiser, only second to Google, right? Twitter for a while, and this is for people who maybe either aren't following it or just aren't aware. Twitter's had a bit of a rough like social media stream for when it comes to money because they're not quite as profitable as they want to be. Right? They've always struggled having a consistent income from quarter to quarter, and that's also a problem that's hit Snapchat. Right? Snapchat, if anyone remembers, from like anywhere between 6 months to a year, maybe longer than that, it kept getting redesigns because their creators kept looking for ways to insert more ads, to find more ways to monetize, and they end up hitting their user base really hard to the point where when users are hit with, hey, I got redesigns which people don't like, to put more ads which people still don't like, they start migrating to other platforms like Instagram stories, which at the time was just an easy way for people to be like, hey, this does more or less the same thing. A lot of people already had, like, Instagram had a bigger user base, so we can just jump over there, right? So the reason why I'm saying all this is that a lot of these companies, being that they're publicly traded, you get to see how much money they're making. You get to see how their current monetization policies are affecting their bottom line and how heavily they're monetizing their users. TikTok is not a publicly traded company, is it?
I mean, I don't think it would be
I don't
publicly
think so.
traded unless. No, I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I don't
Or,
think so.
sorry,
I can check.
TikTok is
I
owned by
don't think so.
ByteDance, right? And
Yeah.
ByteDance, I don't know if it's publicly traded or not, right?
Well,
and I
the
guess
thing
that's
is, if they are publicly traded, they also have to choose to be on which stock market they want to be a part of,
this is true,
right? So if it's TikTok's owners, like official owners, are Chinese, right? Like that's official. If they
Yeah,
don't
ByteDance.
want to be on American stocks, they could choose to be on the Shanghai market. Is it Shanghai the stock market in
Is
China?
it Hong Kong?
It might be Hong
Maybe
Kong.
not Hong Kong.
I
Is
don't
Hong
know
Kong a
much.
part of China?
I don't know if Hong
There's
Kong
a
trades
couple
China.
there's a couple of stock exchanges. I'm like 80% confident Hong Kong is one of them because China's emphasis on Hong Kong is using
Shanghai.
it as like.
Shanghai.
Is it? Oh, Shanghai. Okay, my
Shanghai.
bad.
Shanghai.
Is Hong Kong one of them? No, I'm
I
just
mean, Hong
curious
Kong
about
has a stock exchange. No, Hong Kong.
Oh,
Hong Kong.
okay.
But
Got it,
China's
got it.
main stock exchange is the Shanghai Stock Exchange, which I don't know if we have access to over in the States.
Okay, then I guess maybe this question is, may not be answered today, and that's fine. But I guess the big thing I'm getting at is the way TikTok monetizes its stuff, right? People don't really know,
Yep.
right? We don't know a lot of information about how it gets monetized. We don't know if it's purely just from the few ads that are getting served to us, or if they are actually selling off user data, sort of like how Facebook is akin to. Or, I mean, there's always the overarching security issue of TikTok where their user data is stored in China, and that's sort of the big thing that got the Trump administration all riled up. But I guess that's just that's a question to keep in mind for the future when it comes to new social media sites, and sort of just wondering, okay, we know about previous sites and the issues that come with their monetization policies. What's going to happen with this one?
Yeah, it should be interesting to do this monetization.